Hi. So today is Thursday, which means it's Thankful Thursday. And what I wanted to actually focus on was thinking about opportunities and possibilities. I know with the pandemic crisis and everybody working from home and just everybody's kind of in crisis mode for the year 2020, just seems to be that's our theme. But the reality is we still need to, support ourselves. Still need to have a purpose. We still need to be able to operate in our lives and continue on growing um, in our careers or, in our education. That growth is important because eventually everything will become some sort of normal again. And even in the meantime, we still need to provide for ourselves. We need to be self-sufficient, support ourselves. And one of the ways of doing that is, investing in your education, especially if you have a lot of downtime. And I say investing in your education, and that can be kind of vague. It's like, why do I want to invest in my education? And I'm a big advocate that sometimes whenever you tell somebody that they need to do something, you got to give them a why. And I'm like that as well. If you tell me to do something and I don't understand the reasoning behind it, and I'm like, you got to explain to me why. Why am I doing this? What's the goal? And what that does is it'll start a conversation or help me have a better understanding of what they're wanting in the end, so that I can make sure that I'm actually performing the steps to meet the ultimate goal. Um, because sometimes that's not always clear if you just tell them what to do without telling them why. So, having said that, I'm going to talk to you about AWS Educate, partly because I'm doing a presentation today for the AWS Community Day. It's virtual, of course, and my topic is AWS Educate. So I thought this would be a great way to just kind of keep all this together. My focus today is AWS Educate. So why AWS Educate? And the one why that I want to focus on for this Thankful Thursday is jobs, internships, and grad jobs. If you're just a recent college graduate, those are the kind of jobs that I'm focusing on. If you're more experienced in the field, obviously there's jobs for you too, but I'm focusing more on the students and recent graduates who have participated in it, worked with AWS Educate, and have recently graduated and are looking, or they're currently in school and they're looking for those internships, especially since it's summer now, and or after they graduate. Okay, so I'm actually on the job board for Amazon.jobs, jobs for grads. And it talks about how Amazon new graduate roles are typically based on technical engineering, research, and business areas. So it's whether you're graduating with an undergrad, so I mean, even something like as an associate's, all the way up to a PhD, have positions globally. Building the future is inspiring and fun, but it's not always easy. In these roles, you'll challenge yourself to meet these high standards. So, and it goes through an example of different kind of jobs that you can get with AWS. And then, those are for the more technically inclined, and these are for the more business inclined. So whether you're a business major or something in a tech major, there's opportunities for you with Amazon. Okay, so if you scroll on down a little bit more, then you'll be able to see the jobs. Let's go to the most recent. They were posted as early as 8 days ago. A software development engineer, there's an internship, and these are around the world, as I said earlier. And then you can go over the qualifications for it. Now, if you need help building your resume, and tailoring your resume for the jobs that you're looking to apply to, let me know. I'll be able to help you help you with that as well. But on the left hand side, you can filter for basically what you're looking for, if you're business inclined or if you're wanting something more IT wise. And you can also sort by location. Let's see, the only one in the US looks like right now was California. Okay, so this is for jobs for the students who've already graduated. Now let's look at the internships. Okay, so about whether you're graduating with an undergrad or a PhD, Amazon teams have positions available globally. While we have internships throughout the year, the majority of our technical internships take place in the summer and last between 12 to 16 weeks. And they're a great way to immerse yourself in Amazon's culture to see if you're a good fit for you and your career goals. So it talks a little bit about the internship program. And let's go ahead and let's see, most recent. And then there's like a program management intern right there. It talks a little bit about the information that you're needing, your qualifications, and such. So we looked at the jobs and we looked at the opportunities, and this is Amazon. AWS, if you're not familiar, well, it does say Amazon jobs, but AWS, if you're not familiar with AWS, stands for Amazon Web Services. So that's more of the technically inclined positions out there. And if you're looking to get started in something like that, there's actually a platform. There we go. It's called AWS Educate. And this is a free platform that is available to, for today's presentation that I'm doing, I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be focusing on college and high school levels of teachers and students. But I think there's some more opportunities outside of that. But again, I'm going to be focusing on college and high school teachers and students. But this is a platform that you can sign up for free. It is all web-based, so even if you have something like a computer similar to a Chromebook where it doesn't have the capacity and the functionality of a more costly computer, even if you just have something similar to a Chromebook, because this is all web-based, you're able to utilize all the services that AWS has to offer. So I want to click on professional development. And if you are a K through 12 student, and I think you have to be at least 14 to sign up for AWS Educate. There's different things that you can explore. There's Cloud Explorer, there's Cloud Inventor, there's Cloud Builder. You can kind of navigate and see what it is that you have an interest in. And what's so amazing about AWS Educate is once you find that thing that you have an interest in and you find that spark, as I call it, it's so much more fun and easier to kind of fan that flame of interest and get your curiosity still to be, keep rolling with it and keep your learning and keep the fun and the interest going. I mean, I tell my students, I was like, be curious about what's out there, because I don't know it all. And, you don't know what you don't know. I don't know what I don't know. And if I don't know it, I can't tell you about it. You got to kind of do the exploration on your own as well. So for the college level, there's student badges. And what's fun about these student badges is they are badges related to different kind of components, services within AWS. There's like Deep Racer, that's focusing more on machine learning and AI. Alexa badge for their voice user interface. You do have to be 18 or over to use this one. Sumerian is AR, VR, gaming. There's a lot of cool stuff on here. And what happens is like you can earn your badge and it's almost addicting. One of the things that I talk about in my presentation today is motivating factors, whether you're extrinsically motivated or intrinsically motivated, meaning what do you need to keep yourself going, to learn and to grow. And some people need an external factors, like they need that trophy, they need that extra pay, they need some sort of outside factor, motivating them. And some people are more intrinsically motivated, meaning they just do it because it's fun. They like the curiosity. They like the self-satisfaction of knowing that they're growing in their skill set. Either way is good. And a lot of people are a combination of both. I am. And but there's AWS Educate has a great platform to kind of, cover both of those. As you're, acquiring these digital badges, you get the extrinsic motivating factor of these digital badges that you can actually put as part of your portfolio, and you get the intrinsic motivating factor of you're actually just you're learning because you're curious, and it's that excitement as you gain in your understanding and realize how far you've come along since you started. So but what happens is, like, whenever you as a student and you have your AWS Educate account, you're building a portfolio and they can see what you're what you're learning on and what you're focusing in on, and all the accolades like these digital badges or anything else that you have, acquired. And there's actually a job board within AWS Educate. I don't have access to it directly because I don't have the student platform, but there's actually a job board within AWS Educate, and as you build that profile and they can see everything that you're learning and everything that you're growing with, they can, kind of match you up, and it'd be easier to have you have a better opportunity to be placed in an internship or a job after graduation, as opposed to not having been exposed to this. So there's plenty of jobs out there, and it's not just with AWS directly or Amazon directly. There's a huge need for cloud technology in a variety of different fields. Last time I checked, AWS had like 180 some services. And here's just a selection of some of the things that they focus on, and just a small selection. But anyways, so that's kind of my, Thankful Thursday. Think about the opportunities. Think about what you're wanting to learn. Think about what you're wanting to do. Just think about it. And this is summer. A lot of the camps and plans and vacations and everything else that we may have had planned previously have probably gone out the window. And this is an opportunity to just kind of take charge of your own plans, and have some purpose and have some drive and have some function and have, some excitement, because I know it can be a scary time right now, but you do have some control over some things, and your education is definitely one of them. So I encourage you to just check this out. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you, guys.